finding out now, only a few months away from Captain Marvel, and even only a hop, skip, and a fart away from Infinity War Part 2, or whatever they're going to call it, Endgame, Annihilation, whatever it is. There's been a question on everyone's mind. Why did Nick Fury wait so long to call in Captain Marvel, right? If the prequel movie takes place in the 1990s and she's basically Superman here on Earth, where was she during 2012's Avengers? Where was she during Age of Ultron? Where was she during, a lot of other things that have happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And why did he wait until Thanos had effectively wiped out half the population in order to shoot her a call? And how did he know that she would be one of the ones to survive? Well, apparently now we find out. So it says here, in Marvel Comics, Captain Marvel Prelude #1, which is going to hit shelves on February 19th, readers get a glimpse at the moment leading up to the Avengers Infinity War post-credit scene to get an insight as to why Fury called Carol Danvers. Reeling from the Avengers' dissolution following the fallout between Steve Rogers and Tony Stark in Captain America Civil War, Maria Hill suggests to Fury that they call upon another hero that they can have on retainer, to which Fury refuses. He says, nah, if we do our job right, we'll never be in the position of having to call her. Make sure you keep an eye on the raft. Got a feeling our guys are going to need a little assist kicking the door open. So that's obviously tying in to the end of Civil War where Captain America goes back and rescues everyone from the raft. Now, it says here that it doesn't really tell us any more than we already know, that Captain Marvel was the last-ditch backup plan only to be called in the moment when it was most dire, but things didn't really seem desperate back in 2012 when the world risked destruction by a massive... Oh, but didn't things seem desperate back in 2012 when the world risked massive destruction by an alien attack? And the writer of the comic actually explains Nick Fury's thinking here, saying, Carol's the biggest gun you've got, and Fury's never one to waste a silver bullet. So if he's finally making a call after all this time, and after all he's faced alongside the Avengers, then he's truly seeing the situation as a last resort. Well, I guess maybe, the author here says that he buys it, right? And knowing how Fury played the Avengers in the first movie by using Coulson's death and Captain America's playing cards as a way to rally the team, how they came together in Avengers in, Age of Ultron, and were able to fight off Ultron after making that mistake. Maybe Fury just wanted to give him time to solve it on his own. I mean, never mind the destruction of New York, never mind, the destruction of Sokovia, never mind the Sokovian Accords that came out of that, never mind all the consequences that happened with these events having taken place. But he wanted to wait on the moment to be like, well, we have to be in the real shit in order to call in Captain Marvel. It's kind of lazy. I mean, I get they're going to have to sit there and find a way to shoehorn this in, to find a way to explain it a little bit. But at the same time, I figure they would have probably been able to do it in a way that sounded a little bit better. I mean, look, either way, I'm going to buy it because I'm a fan. That's just how it is. That's just how I do things. But at the same time, I would like a little bit better of an explanation than just, well, he's holding off on the silver bullet. He watches a helicopter crash into a building and he's like, oh, shit got real. But a giant wormhole opening up above New York and a gigantic invading alien force coming in, nah, not a big deal. Not as big of a deal as you might think. I don't know. I just, they're going back like this. They're going to definitely retcon a couple things, or they're going to explain it in probably semi-ham-fisted ways, which is unfortunate, but that is also just the way these particular stories tend to play out. And speaking of